Hello everyone, and today I'm gonna teach you how to register global hotkey in C or C++. So over here we have windows.h included, and I'm using C++, so I have included our stream, and for that we are also using namespace std, and in case we need getch we have conio.h included. So let's get into it. Now the first thing you want to do is use a function called Resistor Hotkey to let the system know that we are reserving a hotkey. Type Resistor Hotkey. Now in the parameter hwind, pass in null, and id will be the id of the hotkey. So this will be useful when you want to distinguish between two hotkeys or when you want to unregister a hotkey. So I'm gonna use 1, but you can use any number. Now these are the modifiers, so you have to pass in a key which should be held down. So there are only 4 options in here, and those are defined as mod underscore shift, mod underscore alt, mod underscore win, mod underscore control. Now by just those names you might have figured out which key is which, so I don't need to tell. But there is one more value that you can use in here, which is mod underscore no repeat, which stops system from sending multiple messages if the hotkey is held down for a long period of time if it's being used. If it's not passed in, the user can hold down the hotkey for as long as the user wants, and the system will send messages to our program. So keep that in mind, and we'll use mod underscore control as our qualifier, means the button which needs to be pressed down, and we'll also use no repeat. So no repeat flag is not available in Windows Vista, and it's not defined in older versions of C. So for them I'm gonna use its value. So its value is 0x400, and then after you are done with all the qualifiers, you can give the real hotkeys VK key code. So VK key code is a virtual key code that is assigned to every key on the keyboard, and I'm gonna use Control A as a hotkey cause Control A means select all in other application, and you can see the thing getting overwritten. So if I type 0x41 and end this will register a hotkey, but this function also returns a value. If it returns a non-zero value, that means it has succeeded. So we'll just print out what it returns by doing this, and if it returns 0, that means it had failed. So now we'll create a while loop, and we'll pass in 1 or true if you are in C++, and this will run indefinitely. Now in here you have to add if get message, and for this parameter we need to define an object of msg, and we'll name it msg, and we'll pass it in over here like and msg. Now after that it's asking for hwind, give it null, then filter min and filter max are not needed, then you can check its return value if it's bigger than 0, and if it's not bigger than 0, that means it had failed. So after you do that, you can check what's the message. Now system can give different messages to our thread, so we have to check if it's the hotkey message. So type msg.message equals wm underscore hotkey. Now if it's true, then we have received a hotkey. Now we don't know what's the ID of the hotkey, so if we execute the same thing, then it might not work out for some people. So type switch, and we'll switch the msg.w para m. Now in this switch block we can define case for each of our hotkeys. So case 1 and then colon, and then we can see out 1. We can end the line and then break, and then we can give it the default, and default will see out default. And now we can run this thing. You can see it printed out 1, that means it has successfully registered the hotkey. Now we can press our hotkey. You can see I'm pressing Control A, and it's printing 1 1 1 1 1, and if I don't focus it, you can see if I press Control A, this application is not responding to it. The C++ is not responding to it because we have just overwritten the hotkey for select all. all. Now there are some hotkeys which can't be registered, like Windows R or Control Alt Delete. These hotkeys can't be registered because they are reserved by the system and the function will fail. So after this we can unregister the hotkey. Now this is done automatically when you close the program, but you can also do it in mid program. But after you use unregister hotkey, then it will unregister it and it will no longer respond to the hotkey. So type unregister hotkey and hwind will be null and id will be the id of the hotkey that you want to unregister. So that can stay at last. If you don't use this, it doesn't matter. And now we'll register multiple hotkeys. So copy this and paste it underneath and change few values. So I'm gonna register control plus B. Now control plus B will be 0x42. So I'm gonna change that, and I will also change the ID of the hotkey, which will be 2, and I will add new case block and we'll just copy this, paste it right over there, remove the indent, change the ID and change what we print. I will print 2. Now we can run this and you can see it registered both the hotkeys correctly. So it's printed 1 and 1 twice, and now we can use A and B like that. But what if you have a main while loop and you wanna check for hotkeys? If you see out this, considering that this is your main while loop, I will print high every iteration. But you can see that our program is literally waiting for a hotkey and it's not printing high unless we use our hotkey. So to avoid that, you can use peak message and just change the get to peak and add one more parameter called PM_remove, and this will clear the message queue for this message. And one more thing is worth pointing out is if you are using this message and system sends a different message than the WM_hotkey, it will also be removed. So if you don't have other messages listed over here and you don't want to mess with them, you can add this value. So you can copy this and paste it instead of the zeros we have over here. Once you pasted it, this will filter out and this won't edit the message queue until it's WM_hotkey message. So we can run this right now and you can see it's like spamming high, so it will be hard to see. Now I'm gonna press Ctrl A, so you can see it's printing it between, but I am not able to see that. So we'll add a delay using sleep and we'll sleep for 100 milliseconds and we'll run this again, and you can see it's a lot slower, but it's better. Now I can press this thing in between and you can see it's being distorted, and I'm pressing Ctrl A and now we can press Ctrl B. It says 2 in between, and there you go, you have the main loop 2. So that was it for today's video, and hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you click that like button and also the subscribe button, and if you want to continue watching my videos, then make sure you click the video that's showing up right now on the screen. So bye bye. Get rid of this white thing. Yeah, go away, please go away. What the hell? Yeah, it's gone.